If we see in a way, life itself is a drama, and we all are artists playing our roles assigned to us by God. At the moment, it's time for our next act that is a play titled Happy Prince by Oscar Wilde.
See, look at that statue. He's our prince.
Yes, how happy he is. Yes, that's why we call him the Happy Prince.
Once upon a time, a beautiful statue stood in the middle of the town square. It was the statue of a prince. His body was covered in shiny gold leaves, and his eyes and the dagger on his belt were ornamented with precious gemstones. From his place on the square, he could see everything going around him. People called him the Happy Prince.
One cold and windy night, a swallow wandered into the square. The other swallows had all gone to the south for the winter, but this one had got lost and it was left behind.
Oh, it's too cold. I should fly to the south as soon as possible. Winter is arriving soon.
Circling the square, the swallow saw the statue of the Happy Prince.
Oh, it's too cold to fly tonight. I will stay here for the night.
As the swallow settled down, a drop of water fell on his head.
Oh, it's too cold. Can it be raining?
The swallow glanced up and saw the sky was clear. It wasn't raining at all.
Oh God, no. Where did the drop of water come from then?
Curious, the swallow flew to the top of the statue. When he reached the top, he saw that the prince's eyes were filled with tears.
Oh, Prince, why are you crying?
I am crying because I'm sad.
Huh? How could you be sad?
I'm sad because once I was a happy prince and all my days were filled with joy. Now, when I'm a statue, I could look over the whole town. I can see so much misery and poverty. Swallow, just take a look at that little house there.
Oh, where?
The swallow looked there, where the prince pointed. He saw an old and run-down house. A sick child laid on the bed.
Oh, my poor baby, what can I do now?
Mama, sister will be well soon, no?
Yes, dear, I am trying.
The child is sick and the family is too poor to buy medicines he needs.
Oh, how sad.
Swallow, can you pluck a ruby from my dagger and bring it to that little house?
Yes, Prince, of course.
The swallow plucked out the ruby and carried it to the child's house.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you so much. The swallow stayed in the square. He wanted to stay with the prince a little longer. In the afternoon, He flew to the prince's shoulder to say farewell.
Goodbye, Prince. I must fly south now.
Swallow, can I ask one final favor before you go? There is a young man living in an attic who is writing a novel, but he is too poor that he hasn't eaten anything in days.
Oh, how sad.
Swallow, can you pluck us one of my sapphire eye and bring it to him?
Huh? Your eye?
Yes.
Very well, Prince.
The swallow took one of the prince's eye and flew it to the writer in the attic. When he discovered the sapphire, the poor writer shed the tears of joy because he knew that he wouldn't starve from now. The swallow didn't go south that day, but he was very happy.
The next day, the swallow was trying to say goodbye to the prince once more.
Swallow, can I ask one final favor before you go? If you see that girl selling matches in the street, give my other eye to her.
Huh? Your another eye? I can't do that, Prince. You will be blind then.
It doesn't matter.
But
Please.
The swallow took one of the prince's last remaining eye and dropped it into magical basket.
where do this come from? With this sapphire, I can remain warm in this winter.
Now the prince had given away both of his eyes and he couldn't see anymore.
Thank you, Swallow. You have helped me a lot. And I know I have kept you too long. Now please fly south.
No, Prince. I can't leave you on this stage. I will stay with you and I will be your eye.
The swallow hugged around to the prince for his generous heart and wanted to stay with him.
From that day on, the swallow stayed by the prince and flew around the town and telling the prince everything he saw.
Hey, I will be back.
What should we do?
I'm so hungry. I've not eaten in days.
I'm feeling so cold.
Please, God, help us. Prince, I saw some homeless children living under a bridge. They will soon starve and freeze to death.
Please strip some gold leaves from my body and bring it to those children.
Yes, Prince.
Every day, the swallow would strip bit of gold leaves from Prince's body and bring them to who or those are in need. As more and more people become happy, the prince's body had grown more and more ugly.
Winter came and the swallow could feel his body freezing. One snowy day, he flew to the top near the prince's face and kissed him.
Thank you, Prince. Thank you very much. You have taught me the true meaning of happiness. Thank you. Thank you.
As he said those words, the swallow fell to the ground and died.
Oh, my poor friend Swallow. You didn't fly south and died
tears flowed from Prince's empty eyes, and a cracking sound came deep within his body.
The cold winter wind passed, and the warm sunshine of spring filled the air. The villagers emerged into the square to drink in the sunlight and saw what happiness gone from the prince's statue. They pointed their fingers at him and said,
Where is the ruby?
Look at that. What happened to the prince statue?
It looks still full.
More like homeless prince, not a happy one, you know.
This statue is making the whole square look grabby.
We got to throw it down right away now. Throw it down! Throw it down!
The villagers threw down the statue and cast it into the fire to melt it down. Although the prince's statue is melted away in the heat, the prince's lead heart remained.
In the heaven, same time, looking down over the earth, God turned into one of his angels and said,
Bring me two most beautiful things in this world.
Yes, Lord.
The angel flew down to the earth and brought back the frozen body of the swallow and Prince's lead heart. God was very pleased.
People do not understand what true really happiness is. The swallow and the prince can live eternally in heaven.
The prince and swallow lived happily ever after in the heaven. But sometimes they would look down upon the world and shed tears for the people below.
Thank you.
The mo- check. The moral of the play. The moral of the play is that the worst aspects of modern society can be overcome by love and charity, which have the unique ability to unite men and make them whole.